Fairyland Multiplex wants to automate ticket booking and seat allocation process. Write a Python program to implement the class diagram given below. So four variables are static variable, and these two are instance object data members. And we have generate seat number, check seats availability, calculate ticket price, book a ticket. Four methods we need to work on: get seat numbers, get total price, or simply getters. Assumptions: multiplex has two screens having different seating capacity. Two movies will be screened every day, one show per movie, one show, one movie. Booking will be opened every day morning for that day's shows. Movie name, total tickets available, ticket price, and last seat number allocated for both movies are stored in lists having one-to-one correspondence. Details of first movie will be available at the 0th index and the second movie at the first index of this list. Business rules: check seat availability. This is a takes movie index and number of tickets as a parameter. Checks seats availability for the given movie. Code is also, I think they have given the code as well. Calculate ticket price, movie index, and takes number of movie index and number of tickets as a parameter. Calculates total ticket price for the given movie. For this also they have given the code. So generate seat number, it takes movie index and number of tickets as a parameter. It allocate required number of seats for the given movie. Seat number should be auto generated as mentioned below. Seat number should be generated starting from 1 prefixed by M1 for movie 1 and M2 for movie 2. Examples: movie 1 M1, M2, M3, etc. For movie 2 M21, M22, etc. Update total number of tickets available for the given movie in the list total tickets. Update the last seat number allocated for the given movie in the list last seat number. See, if the last seat number is, if they say M13, now you would like to buy 2 tickets, then the ticket number, the next two ticket number should be M14 and M15. So that is why this information is required. Return the list of generated seat numbers. Okay. Book ticket, it takes movie name and number of tickets as a parameter. Book tickets for the given movie. Return 0 if movie name is invalid. Return -1 if enough tickets are not available for the given movie. Else generate seat numbers. Initialize attribute seat numbers with a list of generated seat numbers. Calculate total ticket price. Perform case sensitive string comparison. So they already have given code for most of the codes were already written by list of movie name, movie 1, movie 2, ticket total tickets available for this movie 100, and for this 60 tickets available. Last seat number is currently none, and ticket price for movie 1 it is 150, for movie 2 it is 200. So we have object attributes, instance attributes, instance variable, seat numbers, and total ticket. So they already have written logic for calculate ticket price and check seat availability. All we need to do is they have getters for get total price and get seat number. Fine. All we need to do is we need to write logic for book ticket and generate seat number. Nothing else we need to do. Then here object creation is also done. They were taken based on the value they processed and given the message as well. So for book ticket, we take movie name and number of tickets as a parameter. We check whether movie name is there in the list of movie. If it is so, then we take movie index out, because that is needed to check the availability, to calculate the price, everything. We need to have movie index. So we take the movie index out. If the movie 1, if for example let's assume movie 1, then movie index will be 0. Then we check availability, right? Check availability is the function here. It takes movie index and number of tickets as a parameter. It checks whether total tickets of movie index is 0. So let's say 0. Total tickets of 0 means movie 1, 100. If it is less than number of tickets, then we can process this. So if it is less than, we return false. Number of tickets, right? If number of tickets are more than this list of tickets is less than the number of tickets required, then we return false. Otherwise we return true. Okay. Then we calculate price. Calculate price is again, it's a simple logic. We take movie index, then number of tickets as a parameter, then we calculate total price is equal to multiplex dot list of price, list ticket price. So if it is a movie 0 index, ticket price is 150. So 150 into number of tickets. That's about it. We set the value for total price. We are done with it. So in the book ticket, what we do, we check the availability, then we generate seat number. After generating seat number, we calculate ticket price. So generate seat number is the one which we need to focus on. So they have given us movie index. We check if movie name is movie 1. See, if you are able to do this for one movie, you should also be able to do for movie 2, second movie, right? Let's see how this works. So what to do is, we check multiplex dot last seat number of 0. Last seat number of 0. This is last seat number of 0. They already have initialized with none. So we cannot change this. We should not change this, because if we change this, some of the test cases may not pass. We need to check if it is none, the process is different. If it is going to have M15, let's say last seat number is M15, then the process is different. So that is why we check. If it is going to be, if it is not none, then what we do, it will have something like M15. If M15, Mn-5, we split into this, right? Let's take, let's assume this. For this example, if it is not none, we are able to understand one, you should be able to understand other two. If it is none, let's say if it is none, what happens? Let's look at the code. Okay, if it is none, in this part is processed. If it is none, we take last seat number is currently 0. Number of this one, last seat number of index of 0 of index, first we are setting none to 0. Then we take number of tickets plus 1. M1 hyphen last seat number is currently 0. Then it's a temporary variable, plus 1. M1 plus 1. In this example, that is what we do. Let's see, we'll create an object. Instance has created. Look at this. It is currently last list last seat number none. Movie 1 price is 150. Movie 2 price is 200. Availability is 60. For movie 1 it is available. Total seats are 100. For both last seat number are none. Let's see how this works. It checks the availability. It returns true. We know it returns true. Then we are going to call this method to generate seat number. So it takes. We check multiplex list of movie index. Movie index is 0 equal to movie 1. We know that this value is movie 1. Yes, condition is true. Then we move on to the next step. We check the next step. We check last index not equal to none, but last index is none. Last seat number index is none. So what we do, we move on to the else part. Look at this. Now we create an empty list named as seat list, and we take a temporary variable named as last seat. Just a last seat is the value 0. We set this part. Look at this. It was none. Now it is being. Previously it was none. Now it is set to 0. And what we do? We say last seat has to become 1 now. We'll have to increment this to 1. Then we perform this seat list. Seat number is equal to M1 hyphen string of last seat. Last seat, right, is 1. So we create a seat number. Seat number is equal to M1 hyphen 1. So once you created, what you do, you append it to temporary list named as seat list. This is it. Seat list as an empty list. Now we are going to append M1 to that. Then M2. So totally 10 I think we need 10 tickets. So now let's allocate. Now 10 all this 10 tickets are created, and this is being returned from the generate seat number function. So generate seat number function has generated 10, and it is returning to the main function, book ticket function. It is returning to book ticket function. Now it is assigned. Now in the book ticket we have attribute, in the self we have an attribute in our instance variable named as seat number. In that seat number we are assigning this. Now seat number of this instance, book ticket has temp list. Now temp list is pointing to this. Now it is being assigned to booking instance. Then calculate, total price is calculated, finally we get it. So in the same way, if we change this value, instead of M1, if we change this value to, let's say, M1 5, then it has to give us, starting from, if you say if you like to book 10 tickets, right, for movie 1, it has to give us, for movie 1 if you like to book 10 tickets, now it shows M11, M12 like this. If the last seat number is M15, then it has to give us a ticket from M16. Look at this, M16, M17, like this it has to give. So go through the code, generate a seat number, go through the code, any one section for movie 1 or movie 2. The logic is quite simple. If it is none, the process is different. If it is not none, the process is different. It has M16, so we need to take the 6 or 7, the count. So we are going to split that into 2. M1 will be split separately, M6 will be in a separate list portion. Here the temp is the list which will have M1. The size of the temp will be 2. It will, first section will have M1 and second part will have 6. So we are going to access the second index. Temp of 1 is nothing but 6. So it is basically stored as a string. Now we are converting into integer. Then last seat number will be 6. Once you get the last seat number, the process is same as we did before, M1 hyphen string of last seat number. All are same. The entire process remains same. Only changes we need to check with this if the last seat number not equal to none. If it is not equal to none, the process will be different. Go through it line by line, execute it, you will get it, understand better. Generate seat number for movie 1 if last seat number of 0 not equal to none. This is if last number of seat equal to none. This part is executed. The same code is for movie 2, but only thing is there we had index 1, here we will have there we had index 0, here we will have index 1 throughout this. The sales part, everything remains same.